Guaranteed Democratic Senate in 2021. Hi, I am Dale Harris. I have 8 years of college, 3 degrees, wrote 2 books on relationship psychology, and invented a system of spiritual psychology. My psychological model can explain how all human behavior works, including the political behavior of voting. I will explain how Democratic candidates can win the United States Senate in 2021 and beyond by using advanced voter psychology, marketing psychology, and theology to win over the vast majority of Christian voters as well as business and worker voters. A landslide victory for Democrats can be achieved with advertisements that trigger what motivates voters the most in deciding who to vote for. I will present candidate advertisements which are highly effective due to using advanced voter psychology. I will also present long-term plans for progressive Democrats to control Congress and save America. I ask that every Democratic and progressive organization in America run the following advertisement in Georgia to guarantee a landslide victory for the 2 Democratic U.S. Senate candidates and thus a Democratic majority in the U.S. Senate in 2021. Ad 1. Landslide Christian Bloc for Democrats in Georgia. Christians, vote the way Jesus Christ commands you. Jesus said those who help the needy will go to heaven, while those who do not will go to hell. Matthew 25:31 through 46. Vote for servants of God Democrats who serve God by providing state of emergency relief to small business owners and workers in dire need. Kick out of office servants of money, Republicans who serve money by giving trillions to billionaires. God ordered Moses to order the church to support abortion. Numbers 5:11 through 31. Obey Jesus and God. Vote Democratic, and God will reward you with great treasures in heaven. Ad 2. Target Christian business and worker voters. Jesus Christ would have the following message to Republicans in Congress who gave trillions to billionaires but failed to give emergency relief to small business owners and workers in need. Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as you did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal. Matthew 25:45 and 46. It is the duty of every Christian voter to kick out of Congress all servants of money Republicans who harmed God by opposing emergency relief to small businesses and workers in dire economic need. Elect servants of God, Democrats who serve God by serving the needs of we the people. Ad 3. Landslide win of business and labor voters. The Republican Senate gave trillions of dollars of socialist giveaway to billionaires and corporations, but blocked emergency relief of trillions to small business owners and working class Americans. That proves Republicans are anti-business and anti-worker. The pro-business and pro-worker Democratic Party has planned to spend trillions for emergency bailout for small business owners and workers and create perhaps 20 million factory construction and green and other good-paying jobs. The anti-business and anti-worker Republican Party will block it. The only way you will have prosperity and a better life is if you give Democrats control of the United States Senate by electing the 2 pro-business and pro-worker Democratic Senate candidates in Georgia. Ad 4, A, B, and C. Christian business and labor voters. A. Jesus Christ said that the super rich must pay taxes and we must provide for the needy. Matthew 22:21, Luke 18:22, and Matthew 25:31 through 46. Who are the needy? Hardworking small business owners, consumers, and workers are the needy. According to Jesus Christ, it is morally right to be a servant of God who taxes billionaires and provides for the needs of we the people. Follow Jesus Christ and give servants of God Democrats control of the Senate so they can give massive economic relief and economic prosperity to American workers and business owners. B. Republicans are morally wrong for being servants of money by serving radical billionaire dictators. Democrats are morally right for being servants of God by serving the needs of we the people. Give the servants of God Democratic Party control the United States Senate so they can give jobs and prosperity to the working class and small business owners. C. Jesus Christ said that the super rich must pay taxes and must provide for the needy. Matthew 22:21, Luke 18:22, and Matthew 25:31 through 46. Servants of God Democrats voted to provide for needy business owners and workers, but servants of money Republicans rather gave trillions to billionaires. On Judgment Day, will Jesus say, I needed economic bailout, but you failed to vote for Democrats who would have given me bailout. Now depart into condemnation. Obeying Jesus means voting Democratic so you can go to heaven. Add 5, A and B. A. Will Republicans force you to not eat meat and obey Sharia law? If a Republican Supreme Court says anti-choice Christians can force all Americans to obey their opinions, then what other minority religious opinions will Americans be forced to obey? It is unconstitutional to favor one religion over another, so Hindus and Muslims can also force their opinions on others. Some believe eating meat is murder, so all Americans will lose their freedom to eat meat. We can be forced to live by Sharia law by a fundamentalist Supreme Court. Vote Democratic so the Supreme Court does not deny you your freedom of religion to have the right to choose what you eat and where. B. The Holy Bible says God told Moses that the church must support the abortion of an unwanted pregnancy. Numbers 5:11 through 31. The Holy Bible says it is God's will that unwanted pregnancies be terminated. Vote for the command of God, not the false doctrines of men. Vote for religious freedom and the Word of God. Vote for the servants of God Democrats who obey Jesus and help the needy, not servants of money Republicans who serve radical billionaire dictators. Add 6, A, B, and C, Christian voters. A. The Holy Bible says God told Moses that the church must support the termination of an unwanted pregnancy. Numbers 5:11 through 31. That is, God is pro-choice. God is pro-choice. Every Christian must obey God and vote pro-choice. B. Jesus Christ said the rich must pay taxes. Matthew 22:21. Jesus said the rich man should be willing to sell all he has and give to the poor. Matthew 19:21. Jesus said that not helping the needy is the same thing as not helping God and could send you to hell. Matthew 25:31 through 46. Every Christian must follow Jesus and vote for the candidates who will tax billionaires to provide for the needs of we the people. C. Politicians and pastors must be servants of God and we the people, not servants of money and the radical billionaire economic dictators. The Holy Bible says the Antichrist will be an economic dictator, so he may be the leader of the global radical billionaire economic dictators. Revelation 13:17. Serve God and follow Jesus by voting for servants of God Democrats who tax billionaires to serve the job needs of we the people, not servants of money Republicans who obey the religion of money and serve the radical billionaire economic dictators and thus the Antichrist. Progressive Democrats fully understand the following. Progressive Democrats cannot politically rule America and save America unless they win the Christian Voting Bloc. The one and only way to do that is to use the words of the Holy Bible and Jesus Christ to make Christians understand that being Christian means voting progressive Democratic. We must repeat over and over again the following message. 1. God is pro-choice, so Christians must vote pro-choice. 2. Jesus wants billionaires to pay taxes, give up most of their wealth, and provide for the needs of the people, so Christians must vote for progressive taxes to provide for the needs of we the people. 3. Pastors and politicians must understand that you can either be a servant of God and we the people, or a servant of money and the radical billionaire economic dictators. You cannot serve both. Also, since the Holy Bible says the Antichrist will be an economic dictator, it stands to reason that he is or will be the leader of the global radical billionaire economic dictatorship. Thus, serving money and the radical billionaire dictators of America is also serving the Antichrist. Voting Republicanism is not just voting for America to be ruled by radical billionaire dictators, rather than we the people, but it is also voting for America to be ruled by the Antichrist. Some politicians and progressive organizations may be afraid to criticize the religion of money, religious establishment, but being a follower of Jesus Christ means doing exactly that. Jesus told the church leaders of his day that harlots will go to heaven before them. Matthew 21:31. Church leaders are the blind leaders of the blind to fall into the pits of hell. Matthew 15:14. They recruit followers to become twice the servants of hell that they are. Matthew 23:15. And they are not servants of God if they serve money. Matthew 6:24. To follow Jesus Christ is to criticize pastors who preach the religion of money from the pulpit. The only way to serve God and we the people is to criticize both pastors and politicians who are servants of money and the radical billionaire economic dictatorship. Only then will progressive Democrats win the Christian Voting Bloc in America and thus save America from the radical billionaire economic dictatorship, which is destroying the American working class and small business. If you honestly want to save America, then you absolutely must criticize not only politicians, but also pastors who preach the religion of money. Fully understand that there is no way to save America, or there is no other way to save America. When the Christian Voting Bloc and other voting blocs are de-brainwashed, only then will the vast majority of Americans be progressives. Excuse me. Only then will vast majority of Americans be progressives who will change America from a radical billionaire economic dictatorship into a direct democracy of we the people. Progressive Democrats fully understand this. Progressives in America can only save America if they educate and de-brainwash American voters. It is not enough to turn out your vote. You must also expand your base in non-election years by educating, de-brainwashing, and converting brainwashed voters to become free thinkers who want to know the truth and form opinions based upon logic and evidence, not emotional psychological problems. To convert voters, we must use advanced voter psychology, marketing psychology, and the moral arguments of Jesus Christ. To not use advanced voter psychology, marketing psychology, and moral arguments is to deny progressives the power to save America. To save America, follow my expert advice. Always use the marketing psychology tactics to positively label your candidate and negatively label your opponent. So use the following phrases over and over again till voters hear and believe. Servants of God, Democrats, who obey Jesus and help the needy. Servants of money, Republicans, who serve radical billionaire dictators. Pro-business and pro-worker Democrats, who give emergency relief and prosperity to small businesses and workers. Anti-business and anti-worker Republicans, who deny help to small businesses and workers so they can have socialism for the super rich, and other phrases that can change the hearts, minds, and votes of tens of millions of American voters. Effective use of marketing psychology does the following. 1. Choose a phrase with high psychological impact, such as one that tells people who are highly motivated by the desire to believe they are true Christians and moral people that the Christian and moral thing to do is to follow the commands of Jesus and help the needy by electing servants of God, Democrats. Repeat that label over and over and over again till voters hear it, listen to it, and question if it may be true. Say over and over again, servants of God, Democrats, and servants of money, Republicans. Make the label stick with the glue of logical proof that the label is in fact true. Say over and over again that serving God means obeying Jesus and helping the needy, because doing unto the needy is doing unto God. Say over and over again that serving money means socialism for the super rich and supporting a radical billionaire dictatorship where politicians obey radical billionaires rather than we the people. I can teach how to recognize psychological buttons and use advanced voter psychology and marketing psychology to push the buttons of voters so they hear and believe the truth that progressives teach others. To help save yourself in America from the radical billionaire dictatorship, economic depression for small businesses and workers, and great suffering and death in America, do the following. Tell all members of your family and friends to please watch this video and tell you what they agreed with. Tell all progressive media organizations in America to watch this video and then consider spreading the message by playing the ads to comment on them or help sponsor those ads. Tell all organizations working to elect a Democratic senator to watch this video and consider running a form of the proposed ads in Georgia. Either donate to or volunteer to make phone calls for the Democratic Senate candidates in Georgia. Tell every progressive organization in America to educate every progressive in America on how to use voter psychology and educate every voter in America on why their happiness and well-being depends upon them working for progressive ideas. Use advanced voter psychology and marketing psychology to win every major voter bloc in America to become progressive. I can teach every progressive in America how to do exactly that. We all need to educate America to save America. Save America with progressive theology and psychology. I ask every progressive in America to use marketing psychology to convert Christian voters and every voting bloc to become progressive by repeating the following trigger association phrases every time you are on TV, radio, social media, or in the public. The Holy Bible says God told Moses that the church must support the abortion of an unwanted pregnancy. Numbers 5:11-31. Obey the command of God by voting for pro-choice servants of God Democrats, not anti-choice servants of money Republicans. Follow Jesus Christ by telling religion of money pastors that they are the blind leaders of blind if they tell their followers to serve money and the radical billionaire dictators of America with tax cuts for billionaires rather than serving God and we the people with massive emergency government spending to help the needy, small business owners, and workers to have customers and jobs. Matthew 15:14, Matthew 22:21, Luke 18:22, and Matthew 25:31 through 46. If you are on the side of American business owners and workers, then it is your duty to vote for pro-business and pro-worker Democrats who passed a Senate bill for emergency payment of thousands of dollars a month to small business owners and workers. Anti-business and anti-worker Republicans are the enemies of we the people who oppose help for the people so they can serve money, the radical billionaire dictators, and the future Antichrist with the global economic dictatorship of the beast. Matthew 6:24 and Revelations 13:17. Jesus Christ taught the socialist values of taxing the rich and providing for the needy. If you reject socialism, then you are not a follower of the teachings of Jesus Christ. Servant money Republicans reject helping the needy, small business owners and workers with emergency bailout, customers, and jobs, while giving trillions to billionaires. Therefore, Republicans are anti-Christian. They follow the religion of money of the Antichrist. Obeying Jesus means voting Democratic so you can go to heaven. Every Christian in America needs to be told the following. The Republican Party is on the side of the religion of money and the radical billionaire dictatorship in America, which is a part of the radical billionaire global economic dictatorship. According to the Holy Bible, Antichrist will be the leader of the global economic dictatorship. Thus, the Republican Party is indirectly serving the Antichrist efforts to have a global economic dictatorship ruled by him. To save America, every Christian in America must join a progressive Christian Reformation movement to destroy the religion of money Republican Party, destroy the radical billionaire economic dictatorship, oppose the Antichrist global economic dictatorship, and spiritually restore America to be ruled by the progressive values of Jesus Christ, of helping the needy, and by a direct democracy of we the people. Let us form a progressive Christian Reformation movement to save the United States of America. Every Christian should join the progressive Christian Reformation movement to save America from the religion of money and the radical billionaire global economic dictatorship, which will be ruled by the Antichrist. Revelations 13:17. When a servant of money pastor tells his followers to vote for Republican servants of money and the radical billionaire dictators rather than democratic servants of God and we the people, then it is your duty as a follower of Jesus Christ to reject that servant of money pastor. Follow the example of Jesus and tell him, harlots will go to heaven before you will. Jesus Christ said, you will go to heaven or hell based upon whether you do or do not have compassion for the needy. Matthew 25:31 through 46. Many harlots follow the commands of Jesus to have compassion on the needy, while servants of God pastors do not. So of course, many harlots will go to heaven, and many pastors will go to hell. Obeying Jesus means voting Democratic so you can go to heaven. We need to make every Christian understand that the way to get to heaven is not to follow the false doctrines of men who oppose abortion, rather than following the commands of God to support abortion. To get to heaven, you must obey Jesus Christ and provide for the needy by voting Democratic so billionaires are taxed to provide for needy small business owners and workers. Let's have a national debate on what is the key to getting into heaven. May the progressive Christian Reformation movement educate every Christian in America that Jesus Christ taught that the way to heaven is the following. Love others and other races as much as you love yourself and your own race. Second greatest commandment, Matthew 22:38. Thus all racists go to hell for not loving other races. Prove your love for God, first greatest commandment, by showing compassion for the needy. That is, doing unto the least is the moral equivalent of doing unto God. Matthew 25:31 through 46. Thus, providing for needy workers with emergency aid is not providing for God and can send Republicans to hell. We need to teach all progressives in America to use theology and voter psychology to convert Christians in every voting bloc in America and educate every American that their well-being depends upon them voting progressive. I also ask every progressive in America to ask all your friends, family members to educate themselves by watching progressive news on YouTube. Some good shows to watch are the following: Act TV, Bernie Sanders, Christo Alvelis, Kim Iverson, Means TV, NARAL Pro-Choice America, No Filter with Ann Kasparin, Rebel HQ, Redacted Tonight, Secular Talk, Status Quo, Tim Black TV, The Damage Report, The Hill, The Humanist Report, The Majority Report, The Rational National, The Ring of Fire, The Young Turks, and Yang Speaks. We can serve America by converting the vast majority of Christian voters, workers, business owners, and all other voting blocs to become free-thinking progressives. A Democratic Senate in 2021 is the next step in the progressive revolution to serve God and we the people, not money and the radical billionaire global economic dictatorship. You can help save America by joining the Progressive Revolution and the Progressive Christian Reformation movement. To win the voting blocs, know what they want most and provide that. 1. Christians care most about going to heaven. 2. Business owners and workers care most about prosperity and a better life. 3. While environmentalists care most about survival of the planet and the human species. I can use theology, psychology, and logic to win all voters to work for a progressive utopian world that ends most human suffering. I can prove the following to all voters. 1. Progressives will help you get to heaven because Jesus taught the progressive values of loving other races and having compassion on needy business owners and workers. We need a progressive Christian Reformation movement to win Christian voters. 2. Voting progressives will give business owners and workers a better life because progressive values are the perfect balance of both capitalism and socialism. A perfect economic environment requires symbiosis and cash flow. 3. Voting progressives will save the species and the planet because progressive utopianism reconciles what I call micro-humanitarianism with macro-humanitarianism. We can save the human species and our future. If all progressives in America are educated on how to use advanced voter psychology, marketing psychology, theology, and logic to push the right psychological triggers, then we can get the vast majority of all members of all major voting blocs to listen to the truth, understand the truth, and accept the truth. If we can understand what people care about more than life itself, know what buttons to push, and know how to effectively push those buttons, then we can convert the vast majority of Americans to see the light and become progressive voters. To save America, we need to focus on the following. Give Democrats the United States Senate in 2021. Educate ourselves on how to persuade others and use those skills to convert voters to become progressives, recruiting millions to join the progressive movement, and pressure Congress to pass progressive bills that help we the people, not the radical billionaire dictatorship. Destroy the religion of money Republican Party so America can change from a dictatorship of radical billionaires to a direct democracy of we the people. Pass national rank voting laws so people can both vote for their heart for a third party and vote for the lesser of two evils. That would allow the political innovation of new ideas of third parties and the greater rule of we the people. Work for the end goals of both ending most human suffering and 2, evolving our species, society, and world to maximize the survival of humans and the planet. You can help save America by spreading these ideas to others. Thank you for any help you can do to spread these ideas and help progressive Democrats save the United States of America.